Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sachin Joshi, and today we are going to start with our second tutorial on Selenium. In my first tutorial, as we discussed about Selenium history, we saw a Selenium ID, then we saw detail about RC, then WebDriver 2.0. We also discussed about Selenium 2.0 that is being used majorly today, and my next tutorial onwards would be focused on Selenium WebDriver only. Today we are starting with Selenium using Java, and in this tutorial we'll see how to set up your system in order to run your Selenium scripts, and we'll also see some small demo. Okay, and let's begin with our this tutorial. So, in order to start with Selenium, we have to set up our system with Java, with Eclipse, and of course, downloading Selenium jar for Java files. So, here is a link for your Java. So you can see this is a link. So in Selenium latest version, they have recommended 1.8. So if you are using a latest version of Selenium Java files, then you have to use 1.8 of Java. So we'll see how to install Java, and later on that we'll use Eclipse as our ID. So I'm using a Neon package, which is the latest one, and we don't need any broader version of Eclipse for developer that uses, but we need only Eclipse ID for Java developers, since we are not much into more development, right? So, and the next part is your own Selenium jar files that you can get from official site of Selenium. We'll also see how you can use different bindings also, but we'll focus on Java. Okay, so let's start with an installation. I'll start my Chrome browser. So just a point to mention that when you're using Java, then make sure that you're downloading a correct version, that is a 32-bit or 64-bit version as per your system. So since I'm having a 32-bit version, so I'll download only 32-bit version of Java. So see, this is the link for Java. As you can see, this is the 81002, that is 102. So just accept this agreement and you have to download. For 32-bit use Windows x86, and for 64 you use Windows x64. So just download this path. Since I have downloaded it already, so I'm just canceling this after just starting it, right? So I'll see, I'll cancel it. Let's cancel it. So when you installed it, it's a normal like .exe file, so it's normal installation. And once you install it, then you will have something like this. Since C drive is my system drive, within that program files, and within program files I have a Java folder, and this must be there, JDK 1.831. So this is my Java file. So this has been done now. Now the next part is installing an Eclipse. Again, we'll go to Google. We'll type Eclipse Neon. Great. And we have Eclipse download. So you see there is a numerous packages, right? Eclipse ID for C++ developers, for Java developers and all. So we'll use for our Java development purpose. So we'll use only Eclipse IDE for Java developer. So you see this is the link and this is the 32-bit and 64-bit version. So as I said, based on your system configuration, you have to download accordingly. So I'm having a 32 again, so I'll download this 32-bit version. I have downloaded it, and once you extract the file, it's not a exe file, it's like a zip file, and when you extract it you will get something like this folder, and here is your icon. You just I have just pinned it to my taskbar, so you can see this is Eclipse. So I'll close everything. Close everything. I'll start afresh. So this is how you will see your Eclipse. And the final part is your Selenium jar file. seleniumhq.org. This is your official site for Selenium. Go to the download tab. See, this is the different languages binding. So you can see for Java is there, for C Sharp, for Ruby, Python. So we have to use this version and the download. Click on download. Again, I'll click and cancel because I have it. Likewise, you will get the jar file, and I have put my jar files inside this. So after you unzip that Selenium file folder, so you'll get something like that, and this is jar file. Again, you have a numerous jar files that support your Selenium platform. Okay, this is being done now. So what next step would be there? So here, when you open this Eclipse, you have file and go to the new project. We'll create a new project in Java. Click Java project, have project name, say suppose tutorial 2. This is my project name, right? I'll just finish it. I'll see this. This is my tutorial 2. So this is the default structure. Go to the source, right click on it and create one package. This is a good habit of creating a package and then class, right? So we'll create again tutorial 2, since T should be a valid identifier. So I'll just remove the space. Within the package, I'll create a class. I'll create a public static void main function and I'll name it again tut2. Simple name. So there we go. Just minimize it everything, and yes, that's it. The next step is you have to add all the jar files of Selenium that you have downloaded in this project. So what you will do is just right click on this main root folder, go to the build paths and configure your build path. What you'll do, the next step is add external jars, add this file first, then add external jar, add all these files, control A, click open. You see everything has been added now. Click apply, click OK, just refresh it. You see the reference library has been added. So let's start with our simple program. So what we are going to do today is I'll just comment it out what all the steps we are going to do, and accordingly we'll write the code. Step 1, choose your browser. Step 2, get the URL. Step 3, perform some action in that browser. And step 4, be closing your browser. Say suppose, close the browser. That's it. So these are the steps that we are going to perform for the demo purpose. So the step 1, choose your browser. So it simply says that which browser you want to use for testing. So today we are going to use Chrome and Firefox. We'll start with the Chrome, then I'll show you how to use the same code with Firefox. So let's start. So WebDriver is an interface in Selenium. I will initialize it with new. Since you have to use a Chrome, then you have to use Chrome driver. It's a class in Selenium again. So I'll use Chrome and WebDriver. So see, these two imports have been added. Now, before we go ahead, I'll just wanted to add one thing, that whenever you uses any browser, you need a driver. You need a driver to inform your browser how to compile the code, how to interpret the code that you have written in Java. So say suppose like Chrome has its own driver name as a Chrome driver. Firefox also has one browser, also one has one driver, which is a Gecko driver. So we'll see how to use, how to set up those driver in code, and how you will specify in your code that which browser is using which driver, right? So we'll see. Before using anything again, we'll set system dot set property. Set property, the first argument would be webdriver dot chrome dot driver. So don't worry about it, I'll explain you. So this is simply the second argument will be simply your path for the driver. So I have stored the driver here. By the way, you will get this driver from again a Selenium own official website. You see, you have this Google Chrome driver. You can download this version from here. Since I'm having a 32, so I have downloaded from here, right? Similarly for the Gecko as well. So you can see many browsers are there, and for every browser you have to have that driver. Safari, Microsoft Edge, then Opera. So mostly we go with Mozilla and Chrome, right? So I have downloaded from here, and I'll copy this path first. Copy the path. Again, you'll have to specify Chrome driver dot exe and just add the escape sequences. Great. We missed something here. Yeah. So now your setup for the driver exe path has been set, and you can now tell your driver, you can tell your driver that which Chrome driver you have to, where the Chrome driver is situated and how to use it. So it would be take care automatically. Just don't worry about it. Now the next path is you have chosen your browser. So the first part is completed. The step 2 is driver dot. There's a function in Selenium again, which is a get function. Get function fetches your URL. It types your URL in the browser. So for the demo, we'll use https colon double slash google.com. We'll use google.com. We'll use google.com, and now we'll identify an element with using find element by dot id. I'll explain you, don't worry. st hyphen ib dot Sendkeys hello. And our final step would be closing the browser. So I'll use driver dot close. So this is the simple script where I'm just going to google.com, and within the type I'm typing hello Sachin and hitting the enter. So what this code is, what it means. So let's see in detail now. So manually I'll go to google.com, press F12. So this is the text box that I have to identify. So I have to tell my browser, I have to tell my script that I have identified this element, I have identified this text box, and within the text box I will write Sachin Joshi or hello Sachin, whatever you will write, right? So you have to identify this text box first. So what you'll do is just click this button and go to this point. So you'll see the properties of this file, and within that I have used this unique ID, that is lst-ib, right? So similarly here I have written the function. This function will find your text box. This helps to find your text box. So find element is a function, okay, and by is again is your class. So find element by, then id is function it uses, and I'm specifying this unique ID that I found in my browser right here, okay. And after that I'm using again one function in Selenium, which is a send keys. It helps you to type your keyboard into your browser. It helps you to type anything on your browser. So what I'm typing, it is typing Sachin Joshi. It's typing Sachin Joshi, Sachin Joshi in LinkedIn, whatever, right? And then I'm entering with the help of keys dot enter. So you can specify the character sequences and the performance action that you want to perform on this text box. You can use a backspace as well. So there are many, you see keys dot arrow down, arrow left, arrow this, backspace if you want to delete it, likewise. So I'm just using enter, and after that I'm closing my driver. So before I close my driver, I just wanted to use a simple thread.sleep in order to see the execution, because it is very quick and you won't be able to see. So I'll adding a 2-second wait, and I have to add a declaration here. So I'm using a general class exception. So I'm saving this one. So let me put zoom in button and you'll see the code again. Okay, so let me explain you once again what we have done. We created a package within our project, then we created a Java file. Within that Java file, we wrote one main function, and within the main function, we followed the 4 steps. What were the 4 steps? Step 1 was to choose your browser. Second was to get the URL for testing. The third was perform some action on that element, whatever you get, and then close your browser. So what we did in first step is to set Chrome driver, and since Chrome driver requires its driver file, so we'll specify using a system.set property function that where your driver file exists, and then simple declaration web driver equal to new driver. We are opening this instance. Then we use the function called get, which will help you to type your URL into the browser automatically. And then what we are doing with the function find element is that we are finding an element that is a text box identified with the unique ID lstib. Then on that element we are typing Sachin Joshi in LinkedIn and keys dot enter. After that we are waiting for some time and then closing this element browser, sorry. So let's run. Mm, Click on this. You see Google has been typed, Sachin Joshi in LinkedIn, hit enter, and it waited for 2 seconds and exit. So if you don't close this, you'll see the output as well. You just save this. So in the step 4, I'm not performing the step 4. So this is done, and congratulations for the first script, and I'm manually closing this. So it's a good practice to close your driver. So this is what the first script was. Now the thing is that same script I want to run in Firefox. So what I will do is I'll just remove this. I'll write Firefox driver, again a new class in the Selenium Firefox. You have imported it, and similar to the Chrome, we have to specify where you have saved your Firefox driver. So here we have used it, right? So I'll copy this again. I'll just copy this one because everything rest is same. I'll just copy jar files and this, right? Firefox driver, and within that I have a Geeko driver. So Geeko driver.exe, and here we have to change webdriver.firefox.marionette. It's marionette. So webdriver.firefox.marionette and the path of Geeko driver. So let's save this part. So you see everything is same. I'll just run it and I'll comment it this close part so that we can see the execution. So Firefox has been opened and Google also has been opened. Let's type search engine LinkedIn, hit enter, and there you are. So you see this Firefox execution as well. So I'll again remove this comment, restore it. So that's it for this tutorial. We'll see in my next tutorial again that we'll go advanced version. We'll see how to use login. We'll see login credential, how to use the Selenium script for login purpose, and how to verify whether you have reached to the right page or not. Coming back to my PPT. So we have seen this one. So this is a surprise part, the quiz one. So before I show you any quiz, I'm just explaining. Say suppose you have your Chrome installed on a different path. In generally when you install a Chrome, then it would be automatically installed under your program file folder, right? So what if you have manually installed your Chrome to a different path other than your system drive, right? And what happens next? So here's a question. What if my browser is installed in the path other than your system drive, that is a C drive in my case, and for example I have choose to install it on D drive. So using the code that I have explained it, let you try this one, and we'll see how to solve this issue in my next tutorial. Till then, stay tuned. Till then, stay tuned. Fuck. Till then, stay tuned to my. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Till then, stay tuned to my channel. Till then, stay tuned. Tune. Till then, stay tuned to my channel. Till then, stay tuned to my channel. Till then, stay tuned my channel. And if you like this video, then please subscribe to this channel. Thanks again for your time to watch this video. See you then in my next tutorial.